Pitch. Strike one to start the at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Popped up, back behind second, and he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Up next for Miami, Miguel Rojas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Here's Starlin Castro. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with another 0-2. Missed with a slider. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Derek Dietrich. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. And a neck-high fastball that time. Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Working for the punch out, and the offering fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Wei-Yin Chen, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Here's big Aaron Judge. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Judge Fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, he
jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's ready for his first at-bat of his early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a ball 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. High pop up. Prado will put this one away, and the side is retired. So to the plate, the Marlins DH, Garrett Cooper. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Garrett Cooper.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Well, Giro, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Center fielder number 9.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to first. Anderson is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, catcher.
So digging in now, Gary Sanchez, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. Career numbers against Chen. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sanchez over at second. Hicks at first, 1 gone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Maben is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Here's Miguel Andujar now. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Chen sets. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Coming to the plate now, Brian Holiday, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gregorius waits on it. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cameron Maben. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Third inning, no score to this point. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Count still at 1-2. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that. Stepping up now, Ronald Torreyes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Torreyes is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line toward the gap in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Stanton is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Strike 3 called, and that's a big out, number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Swinging a soft liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. 1 run is scored. And not in time as the run scores. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead. Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Dietrich is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a ready now for the Marlins, Martin Prado, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-1 the count to Martin Prado. Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017.
Just 2 simple words. All rise! Aaron Judge burst onto the scene, and what's really cool about the judges' chambers, all of those seats you're looking at right there are all given towards community organizations, charities, and even Little League teams. So the judges' chamber is going towards a good cause.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's Starlin Castro, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gardner going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
So up until this point, they've had to fight and scratch for every single thing. But he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Derek Dietrich comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed fastball.
Castro leads off second with one gone in the inning. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Striding in once again, Garrett Cooper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 the count. Comes set and the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. A base hit in his first trip.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Here's Tyler Austin now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Ronald Torre is the next to bat.
Ronald Torre.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. The relay, and he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Brett Gardner now, softly on a line to third, and plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. Chen sets. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Looking to minimize the damage here. 2-0 now.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. 3 runs already home here. A ball and a strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Ranging back is Maben, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead swells to 7-0. Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Sent on the ground out to second. Castro's got it. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Anderson. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Torreyes fields it cleanly. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Up next for the Marlins.
So striding forward now, Brian Holiday. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sanchez is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. O'Grady is actually a native New Yorker. He was taken in the second round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first down. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It was a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
In now, Tyler Austin. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready once again, Miguel Andujar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Hicks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ronald Torreyes. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Maben moving in. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 8-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Slow bouncer to the right side. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Cameron Maben. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Oh, and 2 the count to Maben now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Popped him up. Austin is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Prado, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. Austin has a play, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball right into the shift. Rojas loves it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Dero, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready once again, Didi Gregorius. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Judge, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this digging in and looking for more. Starlin Castro, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And Castro's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Derek Dietrich is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The count now at 2-2. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Hicks is under it. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in once again, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett Cooper.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Runner at first here, one man out. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here comes the 1-0. Missed with a slider. Second and third here, one man out. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Brian Anderson is the second out in the 7th inning. Grounder down the line at third. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Castro on third. Cooper at second with 2 gone. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike 1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Brinson racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Hicks. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Lifted into center field. Giving chase is Brinson. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. At the plate, Tyler Austin.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Austin.
First pitch on its way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Maben has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they'll get him at the plate. Up next from Miami, Ryan Holiday. Start things out here for the Marlins with Cameron Maben to follow on deck. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Cameron Maben.
Here's Cameron Maben now. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Austin over to his left, and he brings it in on a warning track. Riding in once again, Miguel Rojas. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
Martin Prado now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Smoke toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Ready now for the Marlins. Derek Dietrich looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False along. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Maben is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Ronald Torreyes, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
Coming in is Brinson.
And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Left fielder number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Right fielder.
Next for New York, Aaron Judge. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Hard on the ground toward short. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. Standing in, Garrett Cooper starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
2-1 the count. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, this has been really frustrating. They're piling up the base hits, but they can't seem to get that one big knock to drive some runs in.
Yeah, and this can get frustrating for a team. Doesn't matter what your batting average is. The bottom line is W's and L's, and they got to find a way to get some runs.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. Cooper aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Now at the plate, Ryan Holiday. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Miami down to their last strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Andujar brings it in. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good.